How was it? Is it good?
Same great smile, same great service, but a brand new location and a great new team. Sarah Hesselman Group is still proud to support Banks High School athletics, but has now joined the Premier Property Group real estate team with new offices located in Bethany. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, contact the Sarah Hesselman Group, Sarah at sarahhesselman.com, or call 503-313-0748.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
And we apologize. We had some Wi-Fi issues, connectivity for just a moment. We should be back up and running quickly over, taking a look over the Warrenton Warriors roster. Number 1, Francis Taggart, senior defensive outside hitter. Number 3, also sometimes wearing number 11, Brooklyn Nichols, a freshman defensive specialist. Number 4, Natalie Davis, sophomore outside hitter, middle blocker. Number 5, Natalie Pike, sophomore setter. Number 6, Hannah Levitt, a sophomore defensive specialist, libero. Number 7, Olivia Bergerson, a junior opposite hitter, defensive specialist. Number 8, Scarlett Anderson, a sophomore setter, right side hitter. Number 10, Sarah Gildner, a setter, defensive specialist, a freshman. Number 10, Lucy Smith, senior middle blocker. Number 14, Layla Anderson, a junior middle blocker, right side hitter. And number 15, Sadie Smith, a junior outside hitter. Again, we'll take another 2-minute break, and we'll look at the Banks Braves on the other side. This is Banks Braves Volleyball on the Westside Mobile Media YouTube channel and westsidesgreatesthits.com.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland, 971-245-2500, or visit their website, housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles. He eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related. As an auto racer marched through its mission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks, call 5 Jansen, a junior. Number 2, Harlow Johns, a sophomore. Number 3, Kendall Shook, senior. Number 4, Addie Kennedy, a freshman. Number 5, Kylie McCraw, a junior. Number 6, Ellie Seelix, sophomore. Number 7, Sawyer Peters, sophomore. Number 8, Jaden Kopp, a sophomore. And number 10, Brooklyn Evans, a sophomore. Number 12, the only other senior on this Braves team, Morgan McCraw, number 12. And number 13, Maddie Turner, a freshman. We're also going to be handling public address duties tonight and some announcements between sets. So once it's time for starting introductions, we will step away for just a moment and provide home fans with that information and tonight's national anthem before we get set with the first serve of tonight's broadcast. Banks will be wearing their home white uniforms, navy blue numerals with van back, Braves in cursive font on the back underneath the numerals with the Braves Arrowhead logo in navy blue and Vegas gold. Navy blue, almost black shorts for Warrenton, black uniforms, white numerals, except for the libero. And we're just about set. We're going to step away for just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's home match between the visiting Warrenton Warriors and tonight's home team, your Banks Lady Braves. The OSAA requests that you help create an environment of safety, tolerance, acceptance, and respect. We call it being a star. Show your enthusiasm, show your spirit, and show respect as well. Show our students a supportive atmosphere in which they can be their best, and they might just show you greatness. Also, please show your sportsmanship for tonight's official. First, for the visiting Warrenton Warriors, number 1, senior outside hitter Francis Taggart. Number 3, freshman defensive specialist Brooklyn Nichols. Number 4, sophomore outside hitter middle blocker Natalie Davis. Number 5, senior setter Natalie Pike. Number 6, sophomore defensive specialist libero Hannah Levitt. Number 7, junior opposite hitter defensive specialist Olivia Bergerson. Number 8, sophomore setter right side hitter Charlotte Anderson. Number 10, freshman setter defensive specialist Sarah Gildner. Number 12, senior middle blocker Lucy Smith. Number 14, junior middle blocker right side hitter Layla Anderson. And number 15, outside hitter junior Sadie Smith. Now let's meet the roster for tonight's home team, your Banks Lady Braves. Number 1, junior Lauren Jansen. Number 2, sophomore Harlow John. Number 3, senior Kendall Shook. Number 4, freshman Addie Kennedy. Number 5, junior Kylie McGraw. Number 6, sophomore Ellie Seelix. Number 7, sophomore Sawyer Peters. Number 8, sophomore Jaden Kopp. Number 10, sophomore Brooklyn Evans. Number 12, senior Morgan McGraw. And at number 13, Maddie Turner, a freshman. And we apologize, we do not have a number 2 on our roster for Warrenton, who will be playing libero tonight for Warrenton. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. name of number 2? It's the libero. Number 2 I have is on the JV. Warrenton. I have her as a different number. I have her as number. Well, I have her as number 6 on the roster I was given. I already have a number 6. I have as hand 11. Wearing number 2 for Warrenton playing libero. 6 on the roster, hand 11. So again, a little bit of a roster change for varsity, as was the case for JV. Also wearing number 2, listed as number 6 on the roster, will be the libero, Hannah Levitt. The libero for Warrenton will be wearing purple with white trim, white numeral. And the first serve for the Warriors comes from Natalie Pike. And it's mistimed by Natalie Davis on her attempt to knock it across the net, and can't make contact before she comes back down, and the first point belongs to the Braves, leading 1-0. And side out back to Warrenton, tied at 1. And too much that time on that attempt from Lauren Jansen from the near side. 2-1. Warrenton has their first lead of the match. Serve from Natalie Davis. Too much that time from Brooklyn Evans, front row for the Braves. Side out back to Banks, tied at 2. Banks High School home gym runs east and west. Banks will be to our right down below on the west end of the court. Clear coat finish, navy blue circles at midcourt with the Vegas gold and white arrowhead logo. Serve from the Braves. And the point 1 dumped over by number 5, Kylie McCraw for the point. Banks regains the lead, 3-2 in the first set. Serve from Maddie Turner. Shook knocks that one a couple rows behind the scorer's table. Too much to handle off the kill from Frances Taggart, and both teams trading points again, just like our last home match against Horizon Christian. First 8 points of last week's home match went back and forth each side. The kill attempt is partially blocked, but the Braves won't be able to recover in time, and Warrenton back with the 4-3 lead early in the first set. And too much that time from Lauren Jansen, tied again at 4. Neither team able to go on any kind of a run here early. Banks holding their own against league undefeated Warrenton. Serve from Kylie McCraw, one of 2 seniors. And the return from Warrenton that time goes long, and Banks regains the lead at 5-4. And Kylie McCraw comes up short that time, tied at 5, back to Warrenton. Too long that time. From the right side of the Braves front row, 6-5, lead back to Warrenton. Scarlett Anderson, the sophomore, is long on her serve attempt, tied at 6. Serve from Jansen, far side, will be returned wide near side into the scores table. Banks regains the lead. And again, the serve from Jansen. And coming up with a block, Lucy Smith over the net, tied at 7. Frances Taggart serve from the far side. And just misses wide, near side, aiming for the near back corner, but it's a little bit off to the left. No good, out of bounds. 8-7. Warrenton on top. And Banks is going to get a touch from Hannah Levitt, the libero. 8-8. Back and forth we go for the first 16 points of the first set. The serve from Celix. Nice diving effort to keep that play alive by the libero, Kendall Shook. But Brooklyn Evans is going to push that one long on her return across the net, and it's 9-8, back to a 1-point advantage for Warrenton. The serve from the libero Levitt for Warrenton. Levitt gets it back. Celix somersaults, trying to dive near the student section on the south side of the court opposite from us. And believe it or not, that is the first 2-point lead for either side through the first 18 points. Warrenton up 10-8. And Banks quickly back within one. Nice return that time by Kylie McCraw from the far side front row. 10 Braves trailing 9-10. Kylie McCraw will serve. They're going to get a double touch or a carry off, I think, Natalie Davis. And back-to-back points for the Braves to tie it again at 10. And Hannah Levitt tried to chase it down near back corner. A little bit of a sound effect may have thrown her off, but they're going to not replay the serve, as the phone that is being used for warm-up music at the scores table, still hooked up to the speaker, made the sound effect that it was being shut off. And Banks regains the 11-10 lead, and Brooklyn Evans with the kill off of Olivia Bergerson. And Banks now with their largest lead at 2 at 12-10. Jump serve from Kylie McCraw, short into the net that time. Warrenton with the serve back. Trailing 11-12. Natalie Pike. Her serve comes up short into the net. And we apologize. We have some confusion with Warrenton's roster. There is a number 6, Hannah Levitt, on the bench, so we're not sure who. There's no number 2 on the Warrenton roster, but she's playing the libero tonight for Warrenton, and they come up short on the return. Banks now 14-11 in the first set. Shook sidearm serve low, but gets across. Brooklyn Evans dumps it over. Beautiful placement between Davis and Natalie Pike. And we have a timeout, Warrenton. Banks with a 4-point lead midway through the first set against undefeated and league-leading Warrenton here at home. We'll take a 30-second break and return after this from LaHaye.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsborough. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahays.com. Or call us at 503-648-2341.
Some issues with the horn coming back to match play after Warrenton's timeout, and Banks increases their lead to 16-11. And misplayed off the return from Banks. Brooklyn Nichols not ready for it to come back across the net. 17-11 Braves. serve from Kendall Shook. Again, the sidearm. Long, wide in front of the student section, 18-11 Banks. Again, the serve from Kendall Shook. Oh, it's touched. And Banks continues their run, leading by a sizable margin late in the first set. Kendall Shook, a great run of serves for the Braves. And that time is played by Ellie Seelix. Out of the back row, it's going to go underneath the net, far side net pole, and it finally side out back to Warrenton. Side out back to Banks, up 7, 20-13 in the opening set. Serve from the freshman Turner. And the point won by the Braves, leading 21-13. And somebody from Warrenton made contact with the net, 22-13. Get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483.
Now with more Banks Braves athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back, 22-13. Banks leading in the first set, but that serve will miss a little bit long, and I think just long, pretty close to hitting the far back corner, 22-14. Diving back row, Natalie Davis comes up short, 23-14 Braves. Serve from Banks are going to get error on Warrenton on the return, and it's set for Banks up 24-14 in the opening set. And somehow just enough on it to push it across the net and come up with the point. Layla Anderson, 24-15. And it's misplayed by Kendall Shook, 24-16. The serve from Scarlett Anderson for Warrenton, and off the top of the net, 3 straight for Warrenton now within 7 at 24-17. And it's long that time on the return, 25-17. Banks wins the opening set. And leads 1-0 here at home over league leading Warrenton. And we apologize. We've had some Wi-Fi issues tonight. Getting ready for the start of set number 2. Banks winning the first set 25-17. Supposed to be, but the Wi-Fi's not working. I'm trying to use I think it's working. (25-17). Banks wins the opening set over Warrenton. YouTube and Westside's. Banks will have the opening serve to start the second set, up 25-17, leading 1-0. The serve from Kendall Shook is going to be misplayed by Francis Taggart into the scoreboard, or scores table, not the scoreboard. That would be kind of, you have to be Goliath to do that. Banks with the first point of the second set. And the return from Warrenton into the net, 2-0 Braves. Swing and a miss that time from Warrenton, but they're going to say no touch. And it will be long off the return from Sawyer Peters. Warrenton with their first point of the second set. Serve from Natalie Pike. Took to the floor. And off the top of the net, Brooklyn Evans with the kill. Side out back to Banks quickly, leading 3-1. Serve from Shook, low into the top of the net. Natalie Davis for Warrenton. Shook down to a knee, coming up short is Jansen, tied at 3. Natalie Davis continuing to hold serve for Warrenton. And Jansen diving near side, down the line, short, and 3 straight for Warrenton to take a 4-3 lead. Oh, wow, great defense from Warrenton. And they're going to get an error on the Warriors, tied at 4, side out back to Banks. Turner, along with Addie Kennedy, the 2 freshmen, will come in for the Braves. Turner will enter and serve from the near side. Banks home gem, clear coat finish with navy blue end line and base line, all one piece. Banks in transparent lettering on the end lines, and blocked off the return from Sawyer Peters. Warrenton regains the lead at 5-4. Serve from Brooklyn Nichols. McCraw pulls it back off the net. Misplayed by Addie Kennedy. I thought she had a teammate in her general direction and didn't want to make contact. And now Warrenton with their largest lead of the match since they were up 2 early in the first set. Long off the return from Morgan McCraw, asking for a touch, but she's not going to get it, or Kylie McCraw. And it's now 7-4 Warriors. Brooklyn Nichols far side. And it's dumped over but wide off the attempt on the return from Olivia Bergerson, and Banks gets the side out back, trailing 5-7. Kylie McCraw, Morgan McCraw, the senior, will come in replacing Sawyer Peters. Nice kill that time from Lauren Jansen, just inside the near side back corner. Back-to-back points for Banks to pull within 1 at 6-7. Serve from Kylie McCraw, deep into the back row, but played by the Warriors. And the libero for Warrenton, not sure who, her number is not on our roster, dives across the back row, coming up short, tied at 7. Blocked but out of bounds, wide near side. Banks with a 4 in a row to take an 8-7 lead in the second set. Anderson will come in for Warrenton, replacing Olivia Bergerson. A little bit of a different lineup across the front line for the Warriors. For the serve from Evans. And the kill from Jansen. The block between Lucy Smith and Scarlett Anderson is short. 9-7 Braves, 5 in a row. And that time, Morgan McCraw runs out of gas. Serve is well short into the net. 8-9 Warrenton serving for Scarlett Anderson. Inside the left side of the key. And Anderson kind of got turned around, almost did a 360. She made contact with the ball and it threw off her teammates and may have made second contact with her as well. Banks now with a 10-8 lead on a 6-1 run. And wide after some nice net play both sides. Warrenton knocks it out near side in front of the scores table. 11-8 Braves. Banks has now scored 7 out of the last 8 points. Wide near side back corner in front of the Warrenton bench. Warrenton getting the side out back, trailing 9-11, serving Frances Taggart. Wide near side as Addie Kennedy, Braves center front row, pushes it across wide near side. 10-11, Warrenton still trailing by 1. Long that time, too much from Natalie Davis on that spike, and Banks regaining the side out up to 12-10. Ellie Seelix will serve just inside the far side of the key. And not placed correctly. Frances Taggart expecting the ball to come to her instead of going down and getting it. And the ball hits right underneath her bump format. And Banks now a 13-10 lead, and it's going to hit off of Scarlett Anderson as she tries to back up away from the serve. 14-10 Braves. Seelix low on that toss. Didn't get it at its apex, and it's going to go into the bottom of the net. The libero serving, trailing 11-14 for Warrenton. Shook. Crawl wide near side. Off the return off the assist from her sister Morgan, the older of the two, and it's Kylie who returns it wide in front of the Warrenton. Points for the Warriors, trailing 12-14. Off the top of the net, Natalie Davis coming up short off of her kill attempt, 15-12. Back to the Braves, leading by 3. Serve from Kylie McCraw. And great volley both sides. Shook to Kylie McCraw. Sets it up for Peters into the back row. Great play both sides. Warrenton comes up short off the bottom of the net. Goes underneath the net, 16-12 Braves. And again underneath the net from Warrenton, 17-12. Still no timeout from the Warriors. Felix, the serve, popped up by Taggart, back row for the Warriors. And good placement that time into the back corner near side from Natalie Davis. Side out back to Warrenton, trailing 13-17. Jump serve from Natalie Pike for Warrenton. Both teams just all over the place, playing it off the top of the net. And getting a touch on it, Olivia Bergerson Banks again wins another long volley and now regains the lead, or has the lead back to 5. They've held the lead for quite some time. 18-13, Kendall Shook to serve. And misplayed in front of the scorer's table. I sense another Warrenton timeout coming, and there it is. Banks with a 6-point lead late in the second set, hoping to send Warrenton to their first loss in Coastal Range volleyball play. Warrenton currently undefeated in league at 5-0. Banks up 1-0 and a 19-13 lead late in the second set. We'll be back in just a moment.
Are you looking for a job with flexible hours, a way to support your community, or a first step toward a career in education? ESS has exciting substitute teacher and paraprofessional openings at schools throughout Eastern Columbia and Washington counties. You'll enjoy creating your own schedule with weekly pay, ongoing training, and benefits. Begin your rewarding career in education by applying today at ess.com.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back late second set. Banks 19, Warrenton 13. Braves a 1-0 lead against the league leading and undefeated in Coastal Range League play. Warrenton Warriors. Kylie McCraw to Lauren Jansen. That time is rejected. 14-19. Warriors back within 5. Peters short, or Lauren Jansen short into the top of the net. 19-15, back-to-back points for Warrenton following their timeout. Natalie Davis to serve. I almost said Natalie Pike. Kylie McCraw, the back set to Peters, and it goes off of both Natalie Pike and Natalie Davis. Back to a 5-point lead for Banks. This time last year, they would have faded, and if any team got even a crack against a Banks lead last year, the Braves would have caved and lost many of those situations. And just in front of the back row, I believe it's Francis Taggart getting the side out back for Warrenton, trailing 20-16 or 16-20. Serve from Warrenton, short into the net by Jansen. 17-20. Warrenton trailing by 3, holding serve. Off the top of the net. Pike hits it behind her. Davis is there, but she slipped and fell to the floor, trying to chase down the same ball. Banks back to a 4-point lead. Serve from Morgan McCraw. And off the touch, coming up with the kill off the partial block is Lucy Smith. 21-18. Serve from Scarlett Anderson. Jansen, actually it's Addie Kennedy Long, 21-19. Timeout Banks. Braves feeling the second set start to away a little bit from them late. Banks up 1-0, 25-17, but only up 2, 21-19 late in the second set. We'll be back in just a moment.
At Wana Credit Union, every individual is unique, with different needs, different wants, and different goals. This is who we are, and we live here. Our families live here. Our friends live here. This is our home, because to us, you're not a number. You're an individual. Wana Credit Union. Individuals welcome.
And we're back following the Braves timeout, 21-19 in the second set. Banks up 1-0, trying to go up 2-0. Scarlett Anderson serving for Warrenton. And it's going to go off of Brooklyn Evans, 21-20. Again, the serve from Anderson. Shook misplays it near the near side net pole, but Braves able to come up with the return. And nice play that time from Warrenton to battle all the way back to tie it at 21 in the second set after Lucy Smith comes up with the point after the libero had chased it down near the southeast corner of the bleachers. Big point for both teams. Warrenton with the momentum, trying to even things at one set apiece. And the point won by Lauren Jansen in the battle against the bigger Lucy Smith along the front row near side. Banks gets the lead back late second set, 22-21. And it goes into the net, trying to pull it back. Lucy Smith takes it underneath. 23-21 Braves. Thought we may have had a Warrenton timeout. Low serve from Lauren Jansen is an ace. Timeout Warrenton. Set point for Banks in the second set. Banks 24, Warrenton 21. Braves up 1-0. We'll take another short break and be back in just a moment after this from O'Leary Air.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Daikin Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCP number 239855.
And we're back 24-21 Braves late in the second set following Warrenton's timeout. Serve from Jansen is low, and it's an ace for the second set. Olivia Bergerson can't handle it. Banks wins set 2, 25-21. Now up 2-0, 25-17, 25-21. We'll take a 2-minute break and return with the third set. Braves looking for the sweep on the other side. This is Banks Braves Volleyball on Westside's Greatest Hits.com and Westside Mobile Media on YouTube.
Do you have your next vacation planned? Whether it's time for a cruise, weekend getaway, or a bucket list resort, let Lazy Hammock Travel in North Plains help you. Lazy Hammock Travel, your passport to relaxation. Call Jason Ackerman at 503-332-5571 or visit their website, lazyhammocktravel.com. Lazy Hammock Travel, proud sponsors of Banks Braves Athletics and American Legion Baseball on Westside Mobile Media.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's Greatest Hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the room. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post. Legacy Roofing can save your home from leaks, mold, and other issues related to an older roof, preventing future roof issues, saving you thousands of dollars. They use only the most trusted materials backed by an excellent warranty that is transferred if you ever sell your home. Legacy is tops in their field, earning the GAF Master Elite certification and the Golden Pledge warranty. For more information or to get a free quote, call 503-357-7663 today.
Divine Home Solutions can upgrade your kitchen with quality cabinets. Divine Home Solution focuses on quick turnaround time from lead to completion. They also have luxury vinyl plank flooring as well. Don't just make your kitchen beautiful, make it divine. Divine Home Solutions, 971-407-6742 or 971-325-7759 and online at divinehome.solutions.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back. Start of the third set. Banks leading Warrenton 2-0, 25-17, 25-21. Braves hoping for the 3-set sweep of the league leading and undefeated in Coastal Range League Volleyball. Warrenton Warriors, located in the far northwest corner of the state of Oregon, just about 10 minutes south via way of, I don't remember the name of the bridge or if there's a name of the bridge, but it's a floating bridge that goes between Astoria and Warrenton. Astoria, the film capital of Oregon, home of Goonies, Kindergarten Cop, and Short Circuit and other films. Natalie Pike will do the honors to start the third set. It's an ace misplayed by Kendall Shook for the first point of the third set, belonging to Warrenton. Warrenton, kind of the commercial capital of Clatsop County. Fred Meyer, Costco, Walmart, all kind of within the same section of Highway 101 in Warrenton. 2-0 Warriors after back-to-back points to start the third set. Again, the serve from Natalie Pike is an ace. 3-0 Warriors. And off the bottom of the net, Celix can't control her contact, and it's 4-0. Warrenton with all the momentum early in the third set. Again, the serve from Natalie Pike. Diving late. Arlo Johns near the student section, not going to get to it in time. First 5 points of the third set belongs to Warrenton. Banks trying to make sure they stop some of that momentum with an early timeout here in the third set. Warrenton 5, Banks nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your local lender, Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, is here to walk you through every step in purchasing your new home. Christy and her team bring trusted knowledge and years of experience to make your home loan financing process an enjoyable one. If you're in the business or have questions about purchasing or refinancing your home, call Christy Van Meter at Union Home Mortgage, 503-327-5302, or visit uhm.com/kvanmeter. Union Home Mortgage, official sponsor of the PBR. Union Home Mortgage promises kept. Christy Van Meter is licensed in Oregon 1700271, Washington MLO-1700271, and Arizona 1039867. Union Home Mortgage is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229.
And we're back. 5-0 Warrenton with the lead in the third set, trailing 2-0. And, very close. Just a hair along. Warrenton fans, I don't think agree with that call. Very close. But the Braves, who may have gotten a break, finally get the side out back, trailing 1-5. The serve from Kendall Shook. That's just inside the back row. Back-to-back points for the Braves. Trailing 2-5. Kendall Shook serving for Banks. Sidearm left-hand serve. Jansen too long on the return. Side out back to Warrenton after back-to-back points from the Braves. Warriors leading 6-2 in the third. Serve from Natalie Davis. Evans getting a late touch from Natalie Davis. Side out quickly back to Banks, trailing 3-6. Ellie Seelitz and Brooklyn Evans come out. Maddie Turner comes in to serve for the Braves. Her serve is long. And Turner quickly comes out. Evans will re-enter. Brooklyn Nichols serving leading 7-3. And it goes between Jansen and Shook 8-3 Warrenton. Nice job by Kylie McCraw to pull it back, and coming up short into the net on the return is Lucy Smith for Warrenton. Side out back to Banks, trailing 4-8. Serve from Morgan McCraw, well short, into the center of the net. 9-4 back to Warrenton. Scarlett Anderson, setter and right defensive specialist. And they get a touch from Lucy Smith, who threw off the libero and changed direction of the ball. 9-5, side out back to Banks, trailing again by 4, trailing 5-9. Lauren Jansen will serve, far side into the top of the net. Frances Taggart. Far side from just below the right low block on the basketball key. Warrenton from our left, and it's misplayed off the touch. 11-5, and another Banks timeout. Warrenton trying to stay alive and send it to a fourth set. Right now they're in control in the third, up 11-5. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Cassie Ogden Healthcare Services.
Casey Ogden is a healthcare expert with more than 40 years in the field serving others and is college certified in nursing and healthcare administration. Her business, Casey Ogden Healthcare Services, offers everything you need for home health, from limited medical equipment, meal preparation, medication management, medical transportation, and more. Call 971-273-6058 or email caseyogden.hcs.llc@gmail.com.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back following the Braves timeout, trailing 11-5 in the third set. Up 2 sets to none, 25-17, 25-21, but trailing in the third. Oh, nice effort by Evans deep in the back row in front of her own bench to come up with the return. And nice job that time on the winning the point for the Braves, Harlow Johns. Side out back to Banks, trailing 6-11. Seelix will serve, and coming out, Addie Kennedy. Warrenton lucky to come up with the return after 3 straight touches that saw players nearly collide, and they're going to win the point and get the side out back quickly, leading 12-6. And not sure what happened that time. Natalie Davis, I think, may have got intimidated on the far side of the front row from Warrenton against the Braves block. 12-7. Warrenton still leading by 5. Kylie McCraw to serve. Oh! Off the chest of Sarah Gildner. Looked like it may have gone off her neck, and she just poised, looks pissed, or looks very upset, I should say, and went hard off the front of her body, and it's an ace from Kylie McCraw off the top of the net. 12-9, Braves within 3. Again, Kylie McCraw. Misplayed by Taggart. Timeout, Warrenton. Braves have fought all the way back to pull within 2, trailing 10-12 in the third set, up 2-0. We'll take a 30-second break and return in just a moment after this. From Specialty Screen Printing.
Specialty Screen Printing in Yamhill offers your business the creativity and expertise to print your logo on a variety of items. Owners Ken and Linda Johnson have 40 years of experience on industrial parts and every type of material, including ceramic tile. Their fast service can have your project done in less than a week. Visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com, to see for yourself how they can help you boost your company's marketing and industrial screen printing needs. Call 971-998-9274 or visit their website, specialtyscreenprinting.com.
And we're back following the Warrenton timeout. Braves within 2 at 10-12, leading 2-0 over undefeated in the league and league leading Warrenton. And nice placement. Sawyer Peters into the far back corner of the libero. Gets a mid on it, nothing else, and Braves within 1 at 11-12. Kylie McCraw, low serve, and nearly goes under the net off the return from Warrenton, and this time the libero sliding late, unable to get there in time, knocks it under the net, and we're tied at 12. And it's misplayed by Natalie Davis. Banks has battled all the way back to take the lead again midway through the third set at 13-12, hoping for the sweep of the previously undefeated in league Warrenton Warriors. Kylie McCraw far side, popped up by Gildner. Returned by Warrenton, shook to Kylie McCraw. Evans just a little bit low. They're going to get a late touch. And Banks now with a 2-point lead of 14-12. Kylie McCraw, again her serve from the far side. Low is an ace. Diving in front, Frances Taggart knocks it to the far side. Bleachers 15-12. Banks again going on a large run here in the third set. to go up 3, 15-12. And it's going to go wide off the return from Olivia Bergerson. 16-12 Banks. Neon night for the student section. A lot of pink and construction orange and yellow. Kylie McCraw the serve. Turned by Bergerson far side. And that time, a little bit too much height for Natalie Davis going up against Brooklyn Evans, and side out back to Warrenton, trailing 13-16. Natalie Pike serving for Warrenton. Jansen, nice job to angle it far side. 45 degrees from the near side to the opposite side, away from the libero. Quick side out for Warrenton, back to a 4-point lead for Banks at 17-13. Shook, sidearm delivery. And that's going to go under the net. 18-13. Banks with a 5-point lead, and if I'm Warrenton, they might have a gripe with the sound effects that have been going off by whatever phone that is coming through the loudspeaker. Spinning off the net from underneath somehow. Brooklyn Nichols coming up with a return for Warrenton. And just inside the back row, Sawyer Peters. Timeout Warrenton. Banks up 6. Again battling back from a big early third set deficit. Trying to come up with a sweep of Warrenton and send the Warriors to their first league loss. Banks 19, Warrenton 13. Braves up 2-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
In Likeness of You offers caricatures, face painting, temporary tattoos, indoor and outdoor games, arcade games, and even costume hero birthday events. Since 2013, they've even held corporate events for some of the biggest companies in the world. For more information or to book your next party, go to inlikenessofyou.com, thebash.com, or call 503-858-0164. That's 503-858-0164.
Now with more Banks Braves Athletics on Westside Mobile Media, here's the voice of the Braves, Trevor Beard.
And we're back, third set. Banks up 19-13, up 2-0, 25-17, 25-21. Kendall Shook. Nice job by Warrenton to play it and get it across off the bottom of the net. And 3 players in a span of about 3 feet. And the ball lands in a triangle between all 3 after a swing and a miss. 20-13 Braves. Shook. Oh, off the top of the net, Warrenton coming up with the return. And the block, Evans and Peters, far side. The return goes under the net, 21-13. And just inside the back row, Shook lets it go, taps her chest and says, my bad, 21-14. Warrenton gets the serve back, trailing 14-21. Warrenton back-to-back points. And the point won by Lauren Jansen against the front row of the near side of the Warrenton front row, 22-15. Short serve from Maddie Turner, side out back to Warrenton. Serving 16-22 for Brooklyn Nichols. And the kill far side, Sawyer Peters, 23-16. Banks trying to put Warrenton away in the third set. Morgan McCraw will serve, likely for the match. Low. And off the touch from Addie Kennedy. Lauren Jansen gets turned around after the return and can't play at 23-17. Scarlett Anderson serving for Warrenton. And that's going to go off the bottom of the east wall down to our left, back-to-back points for Warrenton, 23-18. Anderson serving, trailing by 5. Shook. Morgan McCraw. Jansen is blocked, gets it back. And they're going to get too many hits from Warrenton, match point for the Braves. A young team loaded with sophomores, only 2 seniors, and trying to send the probably the much more talented Warrenton team for their first league loss of the season. And it's going to be returned along. Warrenton will live to see another point and get the side out back, 24-19. Serve from Taggart. And it will be misplayed by Harlow Johns, 24-20. Taggart holding serve. Evans decides late to play it. Likely a good decision. Coming up short, off the side of the net, far side. Warrenton is not going to be able to get the return in the proper amount of touches. Banks with the three-set sweep, 25-20, 25-17, 25-21, 25-20, handing Warrenton their first loss of the season in league play. Banks improves to 4-2 and moves within a game of the first place Warrenton Warriors, who now drop to 5-1. Banks improves to 4-2, and not sure what has transpired among the rest of the league yet, but we'll keep you updated on that on Facebook later tonight. But Banks will at least keep a share of second place and move within one game of first place Warrenton after defeating the Warriors here tonight at Banks High School, 25-17, 25-21, 25-20. Our next broadcast will be back here on Thursday night when the Braves host Rainier. Should be a much easier time against the Columbians, who have just one win in league, and then we'll return to football this Friday. However, the next 2 Fridays, we will have Pacific Volleyball. Banks with the victory tonight, 25-17, 25-21, 25-20 over Warrenton. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll try to get our Wi-Fi issues straightened out soon. Enjoy the rest of God Bless.